Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another counter side video. Alright, this week's update is actually not too bad. Alright, we actually get something. I was expecting some sort of dead week because we did get Orca last week, but surprisingly, we got something good this week. So let's talk about it right here in this video. Now, if you guys are not aware, we're gonna have new event for tomorrow. Alright, so the usual stuff, compensation with 300 quartz, 1k Ethereum. New event episode hearing you unlock. This episode will not be included in the collection. So usually a lot of people like to do this. They like to play the event, they like to skip it. But this one, if you skip it, you skip it for good. It will not be available in the collection. So if you want to know about Lucid story, it's best to read this. Let me know if you guys want me to record a video about this. Maybe I'll post it on the second channel or something. So that in case, some players missed it in the future, at least they'll be able to see this particular one, because I think this is the first event as far as I know. Usually most events, they will add their story into the collection, right? But this one apparently it would not, which is kind of weird, right? Why not just include it in the story? Why there are specific episodes that they wouldn't include it? Putting the FOMO into you, right? So new challenge, the Alt Squad is here. So this one is basically the challenge. A lot of people have been asking me about this. This is basically the farmable exclusive equipment. So this is not available in global, but you can see the challenge Alt Squad is here, meaning you can farm exclusive equipment for the Alt Squad. So global do not have this yet. Obviously, if you're playing on global, a lot of players have been asking me when will you be getting this, but it's like a stage that opens here. Right now there's nothing going on. But yeah, we're gonna have the Alt Squad going on, so you can farm for either Xiaolin's exclusive equipment, you can farm for Kim Sobin's exclusive equipment, Xiaoyun and stuff. So actually, Xiaolin's exclusive equipment will be farmable in the future. So keep that in mind if you're playing on global server. Don't spend too much gold binaries on hers, right? And then we have a couple of things. Lucid probability up. This is going to be a new unit entirely. So we're gonna talk about her. Ideally, she's not that strong. But she's not too bad for PvE as far as I know. But again, we need to talk about her kits, and then I'll tell you guys what issues she have. 50 consecutive free recruits happening in C server. Alright, so global recently had this. Global, I think, recently have this 50 free pulls. So if you miss it, you want to try your luck on C maybe? It's kind of pretty cool, right? And there's more options in C server as well. There's more characters, more units overall. So if you guys want to, you can install C server or the PC client. Anyone can download it regardless. So 5 free recruits a day, up to 50 free recruits during the event. Now added basic training growth package, a bunch of other packages, and weekly resource package. So you can see nothing super amazing outside of the free pulls that you get and Lucid. Now let's talk about Lucid generally. Now before we proceed with the video, right, I just want you guys to be aware that Lucid is actually a counterpart in the KR server, right? So surprise, surprise, right? And I'm not sure if you guys know this, but C server seems to have our own, meta. We don't really follow the KR anymore. It seems like everything in the C server is definitely different and it's a bit jumbled. And hey, guess what? Different server has different management. Yes, that's it, right? So keep in mind that's a Zilong motto moving forward. We're gonna again refer to pride1.co. We're gonna talk specifically about her right here. What issue does she has overall? Now, first thing that you need to know is she is 5 costs as a sniper. So keep that in mind. Alright, in your brain you need to know that most snipers that are meta, Xiaolin, Ludmilla, Karin Wong, those are 4 cost snipers. Suddenly you have a 5 cost sniper. Now, is she worth it generally? So what is snipers weak to? Ideally in PvP, they get destroyed by Kang Soyoung easily, right? That's something that generally happens. It's just that's one of her main issue basically in PvP. If you are pulling her specifically for PvP, don't even think about it, because 5 costs get destroyed by a 2 cost unit, you're gone. Alright, she is actually quite bad. Now let's look at the stats to give you guys an idea. So this is the amount of stats she has, and we're going to compare hers to Xiaolin. An example, compare her to a bunch of snipers. So regular Xiaolin has 19,000 HP. 19,000 HP. Lucid has about 23,000 HP. So she has a little bit more HP. Like Kestrel Xiaolin, which is right now the meta. If you guys are not aware, in C server, Xiaolin has 2 rearm, right? So this is the rearm version. Kestrel Xiaolin has 27,000, right? So Lucid doesn't come close to this at 23,000, so that's something that you want to consider as well. 5 cost is much more comparable to what is that, Replacer Queen, right? So let me see if I can find, they have about the same defense and evasion, but Replacer Queen has like 10,000 more HP. Why would you not use Replacer Queen? They are the same cost. They are both 5 cost snipers. Notice she only have 1 valid hit on her basic attack, not really an AoE. Again, one more like downside right there. So yeah, the passive skill is kind of interesting. She summons 2 CO, Hansel and Gretel, and these CO lose 5% of HP every second. So they lose 5% of HP, but they also regain 5% of HP if Lucid is still alive. So if Lucid is not dead, they can still be alive. Alright, they will not have any HP minus percent. But if Lucid dies, they will start losing HP over time. It's like a DOT sort of thing. So in a way, she works kind of very similar to Awaken Yuna, where Awaken Yuna has like a synergy with the bird, the Phoenix Rayleigh, right? So in a way, yeah, that's kind of cool. So caster and minion HP plus 10%, you can see the recovery will increase to 6% per second instead. So that's pretty cool. At level 5, at least they will gain 1% HP regeneration every second. Because minus 5% and plus 6%, that means it will even out at 1% HP regen plus 1. Now Mind Blast, this is the special skill. She has this inflict AoE on and around her target, also enhances her minions. For 10 seconds, all Hansel's attacks crit and Gretel enters perfect evasion mode. This effect cannot be cancelled, which is pretty cool. You cannot like Serena crew this or something. And enhanced minions inflict 50% more damage. So ideally, special skill is gonna help her minions, the 2 minions, to do more damage. And the last one is going to be the ultimate skill. Intensifies telepathic energy, inflict AoE damage on surrounding enemies. So summons minion again, adds immunity to hit stun. Alright, again you can see attack speed and speed plus 30% to the minions for 20 seconds, and again the effect cannot be cancelled. Now looking at all this effect cannot be cancelled, I think this is all pretty cool and all, but it's just like, I don't think it's enough. It's not enough. Ultimate skill can also reset special skill cooldown after skill. Now in PvE, right, she can be strong to a certain extent, but again, would you use her at PvE if you have Replacer Queen? Probably not. One of the issue as well is she doesn't hit air. Alright, she only hits ground units, whereas Replacer Queen can hit air. Alright, you want ideally, I think snipers that can hit air are quite rare, like Replacer Queen, Lyudmila, Karin Wong. Like I think later on more and more air units seems to be present and going to be quite annoying. So I think, you know, pulling too many of these, you know, character that cannot hit air is going to be kind of tough, you know, especially in a PvE. So like I said, if you are a PvE player, should you pull for her? Maybe not, you know, like I think like there's better options already available with Lyudmila and stuff. I would say just skip her for the time being. Now, is there a chance that she will get reworked in the future? Probably. I've heard rumors that she will be one of the few next ones to get like rework. But is there any characters that after they rework, they'll be so broken and so strong that they change the meta? Not that I can think of. Alright, there are some rearms that like Estarossa become rearmed and she's really really strong. But I don't remember any characters that changed the meta significantly even after the rework. So I can't think of anyone. Like Sheena and Drakasha recently got reworked. But even then, they don't seem to be doing much, right? Same applies for who else got reworked. Lee Jisoo got reworked like once already, and even after the buff, she still feel underwhelming. You don't see her that much in PvP. 5 cost sniper is kind of hard to use in a lot of situations. Cost is kind of important in PvE as well generally, especially in raids and stuff where you are trying to deploy characters faster. Having more higher cost characters probably won't cut it, and in most cases Replacer Queen is probably going to have the more output damage. 5 cost is just really high for a normal unit, unless they rework her to the point that she becomes 4 cost. Now that's going to be something that we can talk about in the future. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to pull for Drakasha, I think, because collection, right? I probably will not build her or won't even bother testing or using her in PvE. I might test her out in PvE, but I don't think she's that good in PvP. But we'll see. We will see, alright? So that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoy it. As always, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.